Happy Tuesday, everybody. Figured what better day to do a lotto on a batch of Tengus than on Tengu Tuesday. That's right. So let's show you these knives. It's been a long time. The Tengu is probably, probably thanks to Benchmade, it is arguably my most recognized pattern. One of my more popular ones before we even decided to do that as with Benchmade as the first release with them. Another one is my native pattern, but the Tengu is a personal favorite. Little history on that. A friend of mine, Matt McDowell, said, hey, you need to make a slip joint that has a Tonto blade. And that's where it started. That was the Tengu. It came in that way first. Now I don't do it as much as a slip joint. Surprisingly, the mechanics are really difficult. And as a slip joint, it has a tendency to bottom out. So I don't do it much as a slip joint. I do a flip joint, and I do flippers. And we got a good group of flippers here today. Front flippers, regular flippers, all different blade shapes, finishes, styles. We got it all going on. So let's get to those. First one, which is surprisingly, and I'm working on my lighting here, which hopefully tends to help with the situation on the focus. So, surprisingly, I get a lot of requests for thumb disc. So you can see this one, the little thumb disc. This is some green Westinghouse. I'm trying to get this light down here so it makes me dark. There we go. This is some green Westinghouse with a drop point blade. Not very often that I don't do a Tonto blade on a Tengu. So this one has a nice hand rubbed M390 blade, orange accents on there, going on with the backspacer as well. So I get a lot of requests on these. I don't do a lot of them, but I do them on occasion. So I got my comments cutting off there. Hermes, you are confident on this first win today. I like that. Next one up, we've got a mammoth. Some mammoth, a little black Damascus on there. This is some interior mammoth, which I do on occasion. Allows me to do flat with beveled. Kind of brings out some really cool character, and oftentimes feels a lot like elephant ivory, but it's not. So this one is a front flipper, and this one, I don't know if you can tell in that light, see if it'll block me out, is a dark hand rubbed blade. So it's got that little bit of an acid etch on there. You can kind of see that. No shield on this guy, but just that. And in this light, it's a little bit bright, so it's kind of not showing it as well. Next one up, this one's going to be a very good user. This one's the amoeba pattern. It's got a anodized and tumbled handle and an acid etched blade. So it gives you that durable finish. It's probably, I would dare say, one of the most durable finishes, and you can kind of see that carries through. This one's got a black Damascus backspacer on it too, which is kind of cool. Just to give it a little pop of color, that and the screws. Next up is one of my favorites. This is a frame lock inlay. I like to say, for me, this kind of reminds me of the style that Richard Rogers does with his inlays. So this one's Blackwood, and it has, boy, it's so reflective and shiny. I'm sorry, I got some fingerprints and oil on these bad boys. So this one has a mirror polished XHP core Damascus blade. and it is so shiny, it just doesn't even want to focus on that. Let's see if I can focus on the handle here. Anyway, you get the idea. It's super shiny. It's a deep etched polished blade, which I tend to like. It's actually a pretty durable finish, surprisingly. Next up is the one that I posted pictures of first the other day, which is this. Let's see if I can make this be my friend here. The superconductor. Let's try that. Got that superconductor shield. There we go. That'll be working a little better. Sorry, that is my CNC machine. And this also has the superconductor. Boy, it is just... the lighting is not being my friend today. Sorry, guys. Usually it lets me focus a little better if the lighting is better. So superconductor backspacer that is also floating. This one is a front flipper. I like to flip them with my finger like that. Works out pretty slick. Again, hand drop blade. That one's also M390, I believe. Did a few M390 through ABL. Did some dragon skin and some core Damascus. Here's some nice World War II rag. And this one, again, really hard to kind of get the focus on there, but there we go. Kind of a darker, really dark brown, almost looks black. With that backspacer in there. This one. So I had someone ask me a question because a couple of these I put down there. A clip flipper blade, for example, is what this would be. So the reason I call it a clip flipper blade, if you look at that profile, in blade shapes, if you kind of ignore this tanto tip right there, when the blade comes across and then dips like that, and you usually throw a swedge on it, ends up being a clip blade. And then I just did tanto blade shape with it, and I call that a Tengu clip. And you can see that one. And last but not least, this one's probably one of my favorites. This is the dragon skin. And I wish I could get this one to focus because it is something else. Let me throw a little more light on there, it'll work. There we go. This one is really cool. Rather than bluing this dragon skin, I etched it. And then it's got some oatmeal, which is really killer stuff. This one's a bolster lock, so it's got an integral bolster lock on there. And then the backspacer matches, so you can see that dragon skin pattern just carries through all the way across there with that floating backspacer. Pretty cool. So anyway, those are the knives that are up today. I will give you a little sneak peek for my left-handed friends. This one's coming tomorrow. Prepare yourselves. So, without any further ado, let's get this light out of here. One of these days, I'll get someone with some online camera skills or get a better camera or something to figure this out. I want to be able to show you guys these knives a little bit better than I've been able to do so far. So hopefully you get an idea of what we've got there. And I am going to refresh this page. We have quite a few in this one. The Tengu is definitely a popular one. And we are at, holy smokes, we are at, man, Anthony, I think you piled on there, dude. I believe that Anthony has a few native numbers there. I do go through and kind of check things out. Usually guys will spread them out, but Anthony decided to pile them all in the end. We got 493 right there. So let's go through. Let's do some drawings here. I'll draw all 7. We've got 7 blades, and then I'll do 2 alternates there just in case. So first one up is 127. And one note on that, I've had a couple of people ask, well, you can enter as many times as you want or whatever. Generally, I'm able to go through and note that everyone on this is legit. It is possible to have multiple native numbers. A native number right now is attached to a dog tag. I've sold those on my website. Some guys have sold it on the Facebook group or just throughout, and other guys have picked up. So, and I allow that. That's fine. People have asked, is that okay to do? And yes, it is okay to do. There are a few guys that have quite a few, and so they're able to enter quite a few times. And yeah, Nick, we definitely have a lot of people today, so that tells me people like their Tengus. So 127 is Kenzie Friends. You are number 1. Next up, we've got 197. Datwin, you've got number 2. And then we go down to the bottom, man. Anthony's technique may have paid off today. 472, or maybe not. Nope, not quite there. Oh, but Sean does have a few. Sean Brady, you've got number 3. And again, if you guys are seeing your names drawn, shoot me a message right now. That works out great. Staying down here on the bottom at 455. Rob Fordham, you've got number 4. And go up here to 236. Nico Hilario, you have number 5. And let's generate this one, 412. Man, we're staying in those 400s quite a bit. Those of you that came in late, I think it may have paid off. Number 6 for Alan Nichols. And last of the normal drawings. Oh, we're getting close. Anthony, it freaking paid off, man. I'll tell you what. Last one, but you got it. Let's do a couple of alternates here so that we've got it just in case. I have not been getting to my alternates lately. Most people are picking them up, so I definitely appreciate the enthusiasm there, without a doubt. Alternate 1 is David Korish, 385, and then the last one is 349. Jonathan Elias, you are my alternate number 2. So let's organize these. Let's scroll on up. Let's see who our winners are. So, first choice, Kenzie Friends. Second is Datwin. Third is Sean Brady. 5 is Rob Fordham. Or 4 is Rob Fordham, sorry. 5 is Nico Hilario. 6 is Alan Nichols. 7 is Anthony Puccio. And then my alternates are David Korish and Jonathan Elias. So, guys, if you got drawn, or gals, which I'm not sure if that's the case here, if you were drawn, go ahead and reach out to me in the method that you put down for me to contact you, or whatever method is easiest for you, and I will reach out to you. I'll probably send messages right away for everyone. It's a big group, a lot of decisions to be made, and hopefully we can push through this a little quicker than a couple hours and get this done. Just a little reminder, I will be having some of these hats and t-shirts coming up on the website hopefully tomorrow. All of my pre-orders finally went out. We waited for these hats, and you can see my hat here. But these hats are the FlexFit Delta. You can see their little logo there. And you can kind of see it on camera, I think. You notice that it doesn't have stitching around here. It's a little bit more of an active water resistant type of hat, and you can kind of see even the little holes here are perforated rather than sewn, so more of a water resistant water sport type of hat. which I need because I sweat a lot when I go outside. So this will be the ultimate test for these. I think they're really good. And then, of course, the shirts. I should have those on the website tomorrow. Also, we are running a charity raffle that will be happening shortly this month. I may be out of time when that happens, but if you head over to the Facebook group called It's Not a Knife, It's a Benchmade, my friend John Olson is running that. Grand prize on that, just so you know, is a Tengu tool for Benchmade, a 601 Tengu from Benchmade, and a Tengu Gold Class from Benchmade, as well as a custom Tengu with your choice of handle colors that I'll be making after the name is drawn. All you have to do is go there. It's $20 to enter to get a ticket. While supplies last, you'll be getting a silver coin, a silver coated coin, I should say. It's actually coated with silver, actual real silver. But a silver coated coin, or if you want to pay a little more, you pay $50. There are some nicer coins, and then you can pay up for a case if you want it. If not, no big deal there. But go ahead and enter that. All proceeds will be going to the Pancreatic Cancer Fund to help fight cancer, which pancreatic cancer is one that hits home for me, and I know it's hit home for quite a few of you. So yeah, Nick, it's definitely a sweet grand prize there. He has, I signed the boxes on a boatload of Gold Class Tengu, so there are a lot of really good prizes. The Gold Class Tengu runs around $500 retail, so a great prize, a great knife, Damasteel blade, some carbon handles with some great accents, really cool knife, and they pay a little extra attention to detail on those, so they're really special. So go participate in that. If you don't win, at the very least you get to participate in a charity, and that money will go to a good cause to help research and hopefully eliminate this disease. So anyway, enough of that. Tengu Tuesday continues. I'll be reaching out to all of you. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will probably be a little incognito for the next few weeks. The gathering is coming up the first week of September, and so I'll be preparing for that. So not too many Lottos coming up. This may be the last one for a little while. And then, of course, my lefties, go to the Facebook page tomorrow, Facebook group page tomorrow. Watch for that coming up.